It's national meets regional. Welcome to Sidewalks Entertainment, the long-running celebrity, music, and art series. Join us now for an exciting new path to celebrity interviews, music, rising talents, and much, much more.
Our guest today is a film and television actress best known for her role as Genie on the classic TV series I Dream of Genie. With a career that spans more than 6 decades, she is a true American legend. I'd like to welcome Barbara Eden to Sidewalks. Hello, Barbara.
Hello, Cindy. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you so much. We so appreciate it. Gosh, let's start from the beginning. Where are you from and how did you get your start as an actress?
Well, I'm from San Francisco, 45th Avenue in Terraville.
Nice.
Lincoln High School, City College, the Conservatory of Music, Elizabeth Holloway School of the Theater.
Wow. Very nice credentials.
And I got my start singing with bands around the Bay Area and working in plays. My teacher told me I should go to either New York or Los Angeles, and I went to Los Angeles because I had family down there. Went into the studio club, and that was it.
Well, you've gotten to work with so many wonderful actors throughout your career. Is there one that you could kind of look back and say that person really helped to sort of educate me about the craft? Somebody I really, admired and learned a lot from.
I learned a lot, not necessarily about the craft, but I learned a great deal from Peter Lorre. I did 2 films with him at Fox, and we had lunch every day that we shot, and he would tell me over and over again, Barbara, sign your own checks. He said, I'm 60 years old, I shouldn't have to be working at this age, but I trusted a friend, and I was too lazy to sign my own checks. I let him do it. And he lost a great deal of money. I think he was wiped out.
Wow.
I worked with a lot of people, wonderful, wonderful actors. Paul Newman, who I was so nervous the first day on the set with him. And I said, how do you want me to play this part now? Which he said, just do it. Just do it.
Well, that's not helpful.
And it was helpful because that's exactly what you do. You do it. You tell the truth,
Right. Well, you have been entertaining audiences for more than 60 years. Is that why it was time to write your memoir, Genie Out of the Bottle?
Yes. It was very difficult for me, but I decided that I had been approached several times, and I really couldn't follow through with it. But this time, it was a woman who came to me, who was a ghostwriter, but we hit it off, and she pointed out to me that it would be valuable to let especially other women know what I'd been through in my life. Everyone's life is a roller coaster. I've had some wonderful times, but sometimes that are, I think, could be helpful to women to know about.
That's right. Well, it was a fascinating read, number one. I really enjoyed reading that. There was one story in particular that you talked about where Warren Beatty stole a kiss from you. I mean, oh my goodness. You have to tell that story.
Oh, well, that was later. My first encounter with Warren was when he was doing Dobie Gillis, and I was shooting How to Marry a Millionaire on the Fox lot. And Warren would wait outside the door of our stage, and I'd come out, and he'd say, "I'm going to get you, Barbara," and then I'd run like the dickens. I would run. I was so afraid of him, but I don't know why, because he never did anything. He just go whoa like that, and
right.
And then later, I tested for a part in one of his movies, and I was sitting with the script, sitting there studying, and it was it was one of those great big trailers, And Warren came in, didn't say a word, just walked toward me and said, "Hello, Barbara," and then smacked right on the lips.
Wow.
So
oh my gosh.
I
Your heart
can
must have been
say-
racing. Like, what the heck?
I can say I was kissed by Warren Beatty.
Do you remember the first time you met Marilyn Monroe?
Oh, yes. Well, my stand-in became Marilyn Monroe's stand-in during a course of time. And luckily, whenever Marilyn was working, I wasn't, and vice versa. But this one time, I had 2 weeks left on a film at Fox, and Evelyn came over. Her name was Evelyn Moriarty, and she was from New York, and she said, Barbara, I have to leave you because Marilyn needs me. And I said, I need you. I have 2 more weeks. I need you. She said, no, honey. You don't understand. You're strong. She needs me. She really needs. So Evie left me, and I had 2 weeks, and Evie was on the next set working with Marilyn. She came over to me and said, "Oh, Marilyn, Barbara, my other star wants to meet you." I said, "Great." And there I was in plaid pants and a big shirt, looking really silly. And so she grabbed my hand and she ran over to the next stage and raced up to Marilyn and said, Marilyn, I want you to meet my other star." Oh, God. Oh, my. But she couldn't have been more gracious. She was beautiful. She glowed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, all of these stories and more, as you mentioned, are in your book, Genie Out of the Bottle. I really hope it's a fantastic success. Now, I cannot let you go without asking you about your time on I Dream of Genie. Many people may not realize that Sidney Sheldon was really the creative force behind the TV show. Yes. And we had the great fortune to interview him ourselves a few years ago. What a gem. What was it like working with Sidney Sheldon, and what do you think his vision was for that project?
Sidney was a delight. He had the best imagination, I think, of any writer I've ever worked with. And he wrote almost all of our scripts on Genie. Quite prolific, I guess, as you know. He was testing for tall brunettes, Miss Israel, Miss Greece, Miss Italy, and I'd read about it in the trades, and I'd think, oh, gosh, that's a good part. What a wonderful idea, but never thinking I would ever have a chance. And then one day the script was sent to me, and I read it, and I called my agent and said, "Are you sure they know what I look like? You know, short blonde they want for this part." And she said, "Oh, yes, they're very interested. They want you to go down and meet Sidney. He's only in town for a couple of days." So I went down, and I had tea with Sidney, and I got the part.
Oh, we are so out of time at this point. Thank you so much for being with us, Barbara. It was a true pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sidney.
For more full-length celebrity interviews, visit sidewalkstv.com.